What kind of lights do I need for my riparium plants? Do I need expensive grow lights? How much light do these plants need every day? And can I use the same lights for the riparium plants as well as the submerged aquatic plants? Well, today on Plant Life Project, I'll answer these questions and show you two easy lighting setups that I like to use for my ripariums that are both affordable and effective. So you want to start growing riparium plants in your fish tank, or maybe you've already started, but you need to know what kind of lighting system do you need in order for your plants to thrive. Well, the good news is you don't have to buy anything fancy or complicated in order to grow healthy plants. In fact, you may even already have some of the lights that I'm about to show you or something similar somewhere in your home. Several years ago, when I first started growing a peace lily in my fish tank, I needed some extra light for it. So I grabbed one of these clamp-on style shop lights that I had out in my garage, and it worked so well that years later I'm still using it, and I've even added more to my setup as needed. These are a very versatile, durable, and inexpensive option for lighting. You can even remove the clamp and suspend it as a pendant light. These are a very popular option for beginners and experts alike, because as your plants get bigger or you want to make changes to your setup, you can simply move these around or add more to the setup as needed. Do I need expensive grow lights? What kind of light bulbs should I use? Well, more good news is you don't need expensive light bulbs in order to grow lush, vibrant riparium plants, but you can if you want to. Now, for the types of plants that I talk about in my videos, like peace lily, pothos, umbrella sedge, neanthobella palm, just to name a few, I recommend just a standard household LED light bulb. You want the daylight brightness, at least a 5000 Kelvin and 800 lumen output. So how much light do my riparium plants need every day? Well, that can depend on how much natural light they're exposed to, but in general, I've found that around 6 hours per day is usually sufficient for them to thrive. And with this kind of light bulb, I could leave them on all day, and I don't have to worry about the light burning the leaves of these low light plants. I do recommend using a timer to keep your lighting schedule consistent every day and to keep you from having to remember to turn your lights on and off every day. And with an extension cord, I can connect multiple lights on one timer. So can I use these lamps to provide light for my submerged aquarium plants as well as the riparium plants above the tank? Well, that is exactly what I'm doing in this setup. Now, the aquatic plants that I'm using do not require intense lighting, so it works fine for me. But if you are trying to grow plants that do require higher light levels, then you may need an aquarium light specifically for those plants. Or if you have a large tank and the light has difficulty reaching the bottom. I use the HYGGER brand aquarium light on my 75-gallon tank, and with great results. It has a built-in timer, adjustable light levels, and even has the option of a 24-hour natural light cycle program. For the riparium lighting in this tank, I have a 4-foot-long fluorescent grow light, but really just an LED shop light would work fine. So is it expensive to light a large tank like this? Well, at the time of this video, you can get a 4-foot HYGGER aquarium light just like this one for $69.99. And let's say you use a 4-foot Sunco shop light for the riparium plants, which is $28.99, both on Amazon. So for just under $100, you can have excellent lighting for both your aquatic and your riparium plants. Now, a cheaper option would be just to get two of the shop lights, one for the tank and one for above the tank, which would only be $57.98. Now, both of these options are going to have their pros and cons, but these are two good options for quality riparium lighting. Lighting can be almost as cheap or as expensive as you want it to be, but thankfully there are many good options for effective and affordable riparium lighting. Well, if I've helped you today in figuring out what kind of lighting you need for your fish tank or riparium, please let me know by hitting that thumbs up button and by leaving a comment below. Well, thank you for watching, and remember, it's all about the plants.